All right, yeah. So, everybody, we're going to have two new characters joining into the story here.
Hooray.
We've got Blackhawk who will be playing an elven druid, so you get to see what druids are like in the world of Vestralon. That will be interesting.
Hell yeah.
By the name of Andalus Wavecrest.
That's a name.
The basically our version of Ryan Seacrest.
Oh.
This week on
right.
Druids Tonight.
And the Cloud will be joining as a half-orc fighter who, if memory serves, was hailing from Victoria Point, the real G, by the name of Futnug.
Yep. Sounds
Futnug
legit.
is a
I can't,
freaking
make,
great
I
orc
can't
name.
make that up.
Yeah.
He invented Rob Tug, and
Actually,
now it's Futnug.
you know how I got Futnug? Here's a little story.
Go ahead.
Way back about 18 years ago in high school, in the computer lab, I made a Visual Basic program, a random name generator. Had to have a certain number of vowels, and it just came up with Futnug. I was like, you know what? This is an awesome name for a half-orc. So that's it's an 18-year-old name. So
Damn,
as
what
old
a
as that
classic.
inventors.
Hey.
And almost as old as Phil.
Come on, man.
You're the baby of the group. Deal with it.
And I thought like Blackhawk was a little bit younger than me.
Dude, in my office, people asked if I was like in my 30s today. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, aren't you
really?
Aren't you 24? Yeah, you're
Yeah,
24.
24.
Jesus, I'm older.
Okay, what year or what month?
Here we go.
Ugh.
What month?
Literally, today's his birthday.
The day that is today.
What year?
This
What
month.
month? What's your?
Oh, it's
social
October.
security
Oh.
number? Fuck it.
Hi everyone. This is me.
Oh.
I don't know what year it is.
Welcome to the planet.
Yeah.
What
Okay, you
year
are
is
older than me
it?
then by like a few months.
All right. All right, you hooligans.
Yeah.
Delicious.
All right, let me get back into my DM center. It's been a while since I've crushed people's hopes and dreams.
No, it hasn't.
That's
Don't
what I
lie.
wanted to fucking hear.
Wait, haven't you been dating lately?
Oh, fuck you.
There were no survivors.
Shut up. You know too much about my life.
Must delete all
I'm
evidence.
gonna have to talk to you about that because it only got more complicated. So moving on.
Dun, dun, dun.
So
Dude, he
It
is
has
red. Look at his
been-
face. It's so red.
fuck you.
No, not you. Although,
Start that.
I'm actually talking about Phil.
Oh,
Though
okay.
if LeShock's been drinking for a hot minute, that's great because 2 stones,
How
1
to get an
bird,
entirety
or
party killed in
whatever.
1 minute? Talk about DM's previous relationship.
Oh
good way to
god,
end
too many
everything.
of you know too much about that.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, moving on. So, as we're returning into the world of Vestralon, after several months of us being away, because, shit happened. It's been 2 years since the end of the Kerato Rebellion, and the land has pretty much gone into a very kind of, peaceful and prosperous time, for relatively speaking. I forgot to update the map to add the river and the oasis. Fuck me, I'm lazy. With the new river coming straight down and out of the Great Waste, causing a very fertile oasis, very much like the Nile in Egypt, has changed the shape of the Great Waste and as well as the habits of the sand tribes.
I was about to say, are we actually using boats the proper way now?
I mean, you do have river boats now. This is true.
All right.
So during that time, Ternog has gone through more changes because now that it's with Eremos as regent until Gregor II comes of age, and with Deacon as the head of basically the representative of the people, the common folk on the Royal Council. There's been a lot going on there, forming Ternog into a new, odd place. It's become it's very much tied down in near democracy. So stuff doesn't get done quickly because everything is attempted to be done by committee. And as long as anyone has ever had to work in large groups know, nothing really gets done by committee. Apologies. Everywhere else has, for the most part, been relatively unchanged. There has been whispers of Grolus attempting to expand a little more into the Great Waste now that it's a bit more habitable, and the fact that the tribes don't actually have a land that is actually decked out of their own. Just previously, the whole thing had been inhospitable, so no one claimed it. But whenever there's an opportunity to seize more land, Grolus will be there.
You're giving me a boner right now.
Wait, what?
I mean, it's not like they didn't try that with Rob Tug's Rest, and So the group briefly after, when things got peaceful and there was no adventures really to kind of immediately go on, they all kind of went their own separate ways for a bit. Hiram had already gone off towards the north to seek his own path and his newfound piety. Passer wanted to continue on his pilgrimage to visit all the shrines to Garako. Lumalia really wanted to get Tabitha out of her head, so went seeking different answers and scholars to help figure that out. Venrus went back home to Tim's Hold to see old friends and family and do some research off of some newfound information. Kargan kind of hung out in Kerto for a little bit, learning some smithing trade and working on things with Nathaniel and helping the city get kind of back in line before deciding to go back and visit home. Chira went back to the Temple of the Gods to win the freedom of Trisan so she wouldn't be stuck in the temple forever. And spent a lot of time with the tribes, visited good old Mom, and helped, after his succeeding in getting Trisan's freedom, helped get her a new ship and settling everything out there. We're also going to be seeing some new players enter the realm here, as everyone's being called back because messengers have arrived to all of the old TFAPs, inviting them to a wedding. Obviously the event of the year after all this time has passed for their good friend Magnus Albrecht is getting married, and it will be Magnus's magnificent marriage.
Of course. Okay.
Oh no, wait! Magnus's magnificent matrimony. There we go. That sounds much more like him. And so obviously, you guys have to come, as you are his friends. And where we're starting there is with you guys all making your way into Tim's Hold for the wedding. I mean, Venrus has already been there. El Negociador himself cannot, unfortunately, make the wedding as there's too many personal matters to attend to. So he's sending one of his own, soldiers that's a former judge, a half-orc by the name of Futnug, who is going in his stead.
God damn it.
To attend the wedding. And because he also has had dealings with the various different druid circles in the area, he is friends with an elf by the name of Andolus Wavecrest that will also be attending, as well as he has a bit of his own agenda for being there too. So where we are opening up the game is with everybody arriving to... Yes, there are still pics floating on the screen. I've not updated it. It's a cool banner, and I'm proud of it. Deal with it. Anyways.
Oh no, Venrus is like
oh,
cycling
that's right.
images.
Venrus is.
Yeah.
I forgot that he's the one streaming. I don't have to worry.
Showing off the fan art that the people did.
Oh yeah, I don't have to worry about what's on my monitor right now. No.
That's correct.
Just dick pics for days. Anyways.
Oh god.
We're open up the game. is with everyone arriving, and you guys are being invited as personal guests, and are even being allowed to stay in the guest house of Magnus.
How many
if
rooms
you
are in this
wish.
guest house?
It's magical in nature. So perhaps as many as he needs.
Wait, so where is this happening? Where's the wedding happening again?
Tim's
Old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
place
my
that-
hometown.
A place that most of you have not been, and we have yet to have a game centered in. Aside from a one-shot during the extra live stream.
Oh, good God.
And Phil almost died. I mean, no, not his character.
As a
Crazy
person.
Phil almost died of alcohol poisoning.
Yeah,
It was an interesting time.
drank a lot.
But there was a stolen crown involved, and an orphanage was saved through black market dealing.
Saved.
I mean, you stole the new crown that was meant for the king and pawned it on the black market to pay to keep your orphanage open.
What else is the black market good for? You can't
It
steal
was-
cool things.
It was Blues Brothers, the one shot.
It was.
So, you guys over there, we're literally up with everybody being greeted into the guest house about a week before the actual wedding. Magnus is calling off, no stops. It's going to be like a week long of partying and celebration leading up to his
Jesus.
wedding. Well, Tim's Hold is a city of magic. It is run by a council of mages. It is a mageocracy. The king is always some form of a mage, and that's why there are prominent families like the Long Arrows are typically wealthy wizards or sorcerers. Clerics, not so much. It's a very much arcane, so they're the most loose with things like necromancy and other stuff like that, because they're
More
Oh, God.
loose.
they're just more open-minded. They're more open-minded,
That's one way to
So-
put it, I suppose.
So we're gonna say this with all of you having been shown your individual rooms, and then the big dinner is called, and as you guys are all walking into this dining hall, you all see each other. Some of you for the first time in 2 years. As Magnus is walking down the hallway, ushering in Kargan with his arm around his shoulder, because he's seen Kargan more recently. Come, my friend, there will be much to eat tonight. 7 days of feasting, each a different theme of meals. I hope you brought your appetite, as he pats your stomach affectionately.
I mean, yeah, I'm always kind of hungry, so that works for me.
Oh, look! It's your brother and the Long Arrow.
Hey, Kira, did you get everything taken care of with I forget her name?
What?
Damn. You mean
I
Trisad?
Was everything fine?
Oh,
with
wait,
placeholder
sure,
girlfriend?
Did she come with you?
Uh,
Did you invite her? Is she your did you bring
I
a plus
would
one?
I would have invited her.
Oh God,
Oh,
really?
I'll
No.
let you
Okay.
decide whether
Okay.
or not she came with.
No, the real thing is, how bad am I going to butcher her accent
Oh
on the
God!
first
Oh
attempt?
God! So she decided to come. Oh, I was
course.
not ready for this.
Instantly, Kargan, you get put into a headlock from behind. Hi, Kargan. How can you forget my name?
You know I'm kidding. Jeez. Ugh.
Guys, it's been so long.
She's
As
always sounded Irish. Fuck you.
Oh man, it's good to be back, boys.
I'm so bad with accents. Anyways, and then yes, wonderful greetings. Allow me to introduce you to some of my other friends, Magnus says as he grabs this. Describe yourself, Blackhawk.
So Andalus Wavecrest is, he's an elf. and he's from the coast, so it's a lot of like kind of like sheer, like kind of like thinner fabrics that he wears, and like there's like a even like a cloth tunic over him, and then you could see like when the tunic moves that there is armor underneath. So think.
I was waiting for you to be like, when he moves, you can see his dick underneath.
You can see
we're really ramping this one
a
up.
willow weeping in the wind, if you will.
Weeping willow.
But very like precise, like very kind of like proper, but not in like a aristocracy way, but just in like a I know how to carry myself kind of. Yeah.
And like hair or eye color?
None
distinguishing
of those. He
marks?
doesn't have eyes or hair.
Damn.
Oh dear God.
Damn.
Just a
Burn it with fire right now.
Roll for whether you walk into a wall.
Short, like cropped hair, so like it's like a zero fade to like a bit of like a flop over, like not too long, but I mean pretty manageable, kind of like a military haircut. And just normal like blue like sea crested eyes, like kind of like seafoam green.
So Magnus, like, grabs this, tall, very frat bro looking elf by the shoulder, because that's all I'm hearing. All I'm hearing is,
Dude, have you heard about Chubbies? Chubbies are fucking great.
Okay, so
man.
I literally picture you as the Vestralon equivalent of a frat bro. You're like, oh yeah, kind of these like light sheer fabrics, tuning. You can see some armor underneath. You can tell I work out.
Okay, wait. So let me get this straight. As opposed to being like the sort of standard hippie druid elf, we've got the sort of non-GMO gluten-free elf in front of us.
Yes, the non-GMO gluten-free elf.
He only shops at Whole Foods. No.
I love it.
I liked protecting the earth before it was cool.
Wow. Okay. So Latino says so. Blackhawk's face looks like the Claude, but with pointed ears.
I'm sure that won't be confusing for our adventure. Let's go.
Andolus, it's been too long, as I have one of my Venra skeletons try to shake his hand.
How many skeletons did you bring with you?
4.
No.
Do they all
Are they in
look like
tuxes?
you?
They all look like me, and they're nicely dressed in the same robes as me.
All right, here
So
we
I
go.
see
Venris
4 of
Trump
you.
Arrow coming up
You've
big.
seen 5 Venrises. So you have not seen Venris in quite a while.
So it's not the real you?
No,
Can I
it's,
try?
it's my skeleton version. So it's
Is
like
it
me, but only like skeletal.
Can I try and shake the skeleton's hand hard enough to rip it off?
That depends. Is it a regular skeleton or the hulking owlbear Venris?
No, we don't know where the owlbear is.
Oh, I forgot.
He's
Yes.
somewhere out there.
Not here.
Walking around shouting about
For
Magnus's
2
magnificent
years.
magical material.
For 2
The
years.
worst viral marketing campaign of all time.
Didn't know there was like a form of like spam mail out here in Vestralon, but here you go, guys. You just summon undead corpses to shout out what you want.
See, eventually, like, it ran into the water and just, like, kept going.
Yeah, those Wehongans are really gonna love the deal now.
He's trying to like advertise to the fish.
Oh, and I see you already know each other. He is from the druid circles nearby. I've met him in quite a few of my journeys. And he turns and there's this large, armored, hulking half orc sitting there with a huge turkey leg in his mouth. I'm just saying that you are, whether you know, because that's my DM thing.
Sure.
This is a man that was sent as a representative from El Negociador, for he could not make it to the wedding, apparently. He said something about having to wrestle the dragon. I do not know.
Well, Pargar,
This is Sir Futnug.
I'm sorry, excuse me, what?
so Footnug, he has jawline for days, by the way.
I
Just so
bet he
you know.
does.
I
bet he does.
He is 80% jawline.
80% jawline.
It's a massive jaw with a turkey leg in its mouth.
He's got like a 730 shadow. All right.
7:30 shadow. What the
Uh,
fuck?
So fastly late shadow. Okay.
He's an Orcan
Kind of-
Crimson Chin. Got it.
kind of like a gherkin green colored skin. Not really a regular kosher pickle, but more gherkin, a darker green. Pretty dark black eyes, big, kind of a warm glow to his cheeks. He's healthy and happy, and because he's eating a turkey leg, and mouthful, a man of few words, but seems friendly, not imposing or intimidating or anything. Just sitting there, smiling, eating a turkey leg, enjoying the company, and kind of looking at the skeletons.
Yeah,
Valley
one of my
makes
other Venruses, second Venrus, goes out and tries to shake your hand as well.
Ladies, once
I'm
you
gonna
go,
for
Take
him,
it as
I'm gonna
delicately
push
as the
the skeleton arm aside, and I'm gonna say, I apologize. Last I'd met him, he wasn't this detestable.
Well, they're certainly friendly. That's okay.
They all wave.
Hello. Hi. Are you making them do that?
Oh no, they're
there's creepy
sentient.
flesh
Trust me,
puppets.
They have their own.
they have their own state of mind.
Because
I just
complimented that one, and he didn't even. Blush.
I'm not going to correct him because that could have some very horrible ramifications if he decides to just like let his sentient skeletons die. So I'll just nod. I'm like, okay, sure.
Oh no.
And Dolus, it's been forever. I push one of my other skeletons aside and actually give Endolus a half hug. Like, yeah.
Yes, it's been a long time. I see you've been rather busy.
Yeah, we have so much to catch up on. These are my best friends in the entire world, next to Dante, Kargan, Shira. Say hi.
Hey, how are you?
How are
It's
you
nice
doing?
to see actual elves. I don't think I've seen one in a long time.
Well met, gentlemen.
Same.
Especially our circle seems to keep to themselves these days, but I get to make it out occasionally, and I like that.
Your voice, oh my god. You're gonna kill me.
That's the best. I love
He's
it.
been workshopping that voice for like 2 weeks now.
I'm
I
not
love-
gonna lie, like the first night we drafted this character, I laid in bed, I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do for this?
No. I
character?
love this voice because this sounds like British homeschooled voice, and I want this.
It sounds like male Tracer.
Has the cavalry arrived?
Yeah, the bear cavalry. Let's go.
The healing is here! Oh no.
So, have you heard from Hasser at all? I have not heard if he was going to make it to the wedding. I'd been devastated if I didn't see him.
I honestly can't tell you where Hasser is at the moment. I tried sending him a message not too long ago. I haven't gotten a reply. So, knowing Hasser, he's probably moping about on his little pilgrimage, or he's going to be fashionably late. Because while the man loves weddings, he also likes to make an entrance.
Ah, this is true. Well, please enjoy the food. I must go see to other guests. If you need anything at all, just let me know or speak to one of my many unseen servants.
How do I
I'm gonna
find
hold my
unseen
turkey leg up
servants?
to one of the skeletons.
You simply request
Turkey?
things. They are about and are unseen.
Oh, okay.
They don't do anything in reply of that.
Yeah, all right.
Magnus pats you on the shoulder and walks off to go see to other people. As you've been said at this table, the 6 of you and 4 Venrus skeletons standing around.
Is there anything I need to know about El Negociador's plans to send me here, or
Basically, he
of any
just
to represent?
he just couldn't make it, and because El Negociador is a man of great gusto and would enjoy such a thing, he wanted to make sure somebody else still got to enjoy it. And
Oh,
as
so like a
you,
vacation.
yes, pretty much,
Yeah.
because you were one of the top soldiers and judges, and then you decided that you were gonna go and do your own thing, and so this was kind of like your going away present, as
Okay.
you were basically honorably discharged from the military.
Pension
Got
and
it.
all.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
So I'm in a good
so
mood then.
yeah.
Turkey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and he didn't actually have to buy you anything. So,
Even better for him.
So yeah, for you, this is your first, you're out of the military life. You're off to kind of get to do your own thing. And the first thing you do is get sent to a week-long feast of a wedding.
Nice.
Fuck Rolex watches, right? Yes, over at some table, there's like 5 halflings, and you can't tell which ones are children or adults, but one of them is just, screaming.
Very upset.
Man, their language is ugly.
Oh wow. Fenris, you just
you
can't
wonder-
say stuff like that.
And you wonder why all of my inns have racist halfling names. No. Gnomes, totally fine. Halflings, fuck those guys. No.
Okay, let's.
So,
That was actually
Yeah.
me. I ran out of turkey.
oh.
I love it.
Unseen server brings another turkey leg.
So you all sit down and well, it's been 2 years. What have you been up to, Cargan?
Oh boy.
Oh.
I think I got it now, guys. I think I got
Oh
it.
boy.
Oh boy.
I know I don't.
Oh, you know me, just working. I made some stuff. Kira and myself because I don't like not having a hammer with me. Hey, Lashok, did I actually do the thing with the spell and all that stuff?
I believe the one that we talked about, yes.
Okay, cool. Can I?
But the
just give
hammer,
that-
yeah.
Okay. I go, Chira, I got you something.
What is it?
And I reach into my backpack and I pull out a pet.
A pet?
What?
I have a pet.
Yes.
Hey,
What the fuck is that?
describe it to him, Cargan.
Well, Chira, it's one would consider this a rodent. How it looks, I guess, will depend on what you want it to look like. But this rat here, well, he is going to be your new friend because I figured you needed someone to keep you together if I'm not around.
So
That is
sitting
a very thoughtful gift.
So sitting on the table is a small rat with what could best be described as a red bandana on its head.
What?
And it sits up on its hind legs, tilts its head and regards you. Says, Garrick. At
Wait,
least that's
what
what
was-
his side of my name is.
What was that?
Garrick.
I put,
Derrick. Can't you spell?
Oh, this has an attitude. Ooh.
I put my hand out.
No fucking cheese there. What the fuck?
It was cute for like 3 seconds.
Can I discern that this is like the find familiar spell at all, or what the hell is going on here?
Andolus, you would be quite familiar with this as it's something that typically falls into the druid realm, but this appears to be a rat that has been awakened via the
Oh
awakening
my
ritual.
god.
Someone has given this rat sentience.
Oh my gosh! All right, I grab the nearest. You know what? I call an unseen servant for cheese.
Good job.
A block of cheese floats over to you
All
in the
right,
hands of an unseen servant.
and I start eating it right in front of the
You've never thought that a rat was capable of glaring, but that rat is glaring as you motherfucker.
Seeing this, I'm going to snap my fingers and summon Meow Ratio.
I
Right
break
next
off
to
a
me.
piece of cheese and give it to the rat.
Yeah, ratio.
Yes, Venris, you called.
Tell me, do you like rat?
I step on meow ratio.
Guys,
Wow, it's only been like 30 minutes.
this is a wedding. We haven't seen each other in 2 years. I brought this for my brother I awakened this rat for my brother, and I've been talking with him, and I was hoping to keep him together because I know he's going to get himself into trouble.
Very, very thoughtful of you, and I keep.
Sorry, what?
Andalus also perks up and says, "You did this.
Yes.
That's kind of impressive, aren't you Aren't you from the simple people?
Oh,
Hey.
man.
Yeah, welcome to my.
I'm sorry if that's offensive to you. I didn't know you were capable of this. I'm rather intrigued.
I mean, I find it interesting you called me simple. Because simple would imply that I don't have a huge grasp on the world, but if you haven't really been paying attention to the Great Wastes, we brought water back to the wastes and brought the gods back out.
Oh, no offense meant. I just new to the magics. That's impressive. You've done a great thing.
I am half elf.
Cargan's still offensive.
I pick up the rat and put him on my shoulder.
I do the same with my cat.
He looks you over and he goes, "You will be my mighty steed."
I think we're gonna get along just fine.
Oh my god.
See, I had a few things going through my head when this all started. This is pretty much fitting like everything to a T. Awkward greetings followed by vendors trying to outdo me because I want to do something for my brother in his skeleton entourage.
I have just in this exact moment decided that Garrick gains experience will level into Warlock with Meow Ratio as his patron because it's an otherworldly creature.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look at the rat in the bandana and say, "I'm sorry to hear. How long had the cancer?"
What? He looks like the fuck is cancer?
How long do you have to live? Brave little rat. We will make
fuck
you
is
as
this guy
comfortable as
talking about?
possible.
Longer than you'll have to live if you keep this up. Dude, you gonna let him shit talk me like that? He looks up at Chira.
Oh god.
I look over at Futnug. Yeah, are you gonna keep talking shit to my rat like that?
It's okay. It's okay. Just enjoy your last moments. You gotta buy a turkey leg. We're here for you.
Oh my god!
Oh. Whew.
Oh man, this is everything I ever wanted this to be again.
Yup. Not even wrong.
So,
Oh.
you guys, some of you, well, 3 of you, hear a familiar kind of voice that sends a slight chill down your spines come from behind you. Oh, he did end up inviting you, didn't he?
I turn around to see what the voice was, or who the
you
voice is.
See the widow Bloodbane.
Oh, it's bitch tits.
Are we- wait. Real quick, are we having competition to see who would be more socially awkward, Andalus or Venris? Because if that's the case, this is a pretty heated battle so far.
They both have the lowest charisma scores of the group, I believe. No.
I believe so.
Tied
Let's,
with Futnug.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, babe.
Yeah, my charisma's a 12. Get at me.
Oh, never mind.
So she approached.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's
No,
you know,
she's
it's-
so too.
You see a just shy of middle-aged, well put together, pretty woman with dark hair and fine, like lavender purple dress. Has a nice necklace around her neck and several rings on each hand. And is
Everyone kind of reacts like uncomfortable when she comes around, or
basically when she speaks, like Fenris, Kargan, and Chira have that brief moment where they're kind of like,
Do I notice that Futnug is paying attention to how we react?
yeah, he seems to be rather observant.
All right,
I'm just kick back.
I kind of nudge him a little bit, and I'm like, husband.
What did
Come
you say?
on. Yeah.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, we killed her husband.
Oh.
just out, just like that.
Well, no, I
Loud
whispered it.
enough?
I said I
Okay.
whispered it to her.
Just so I could hear. Oh.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just not gonna say anything then.
Well, hopefully you will not repeat that sort of incident again.
Oh, she heard it.
She has really good hearing.
She
Damn
heard
it.
a whisper to me, so I'm gonna be a little surprised. Like, I'm sorry for your loss.
Perfect. This is going as well as I anticipated.
Oh my gosh.
And then
It was
cautiously take another bite of the turkey leg.
Yeah, I would.
literally
I-
imagining
Welcome
this
to It's Always Sunny in Turnog.
I just literally pictured this like armored half-orc going, "Sorry about your loss."
Puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, yes, unfortunate incident that happened within the rather dramatic events of 2 years ago.
Dramatic, I think, is an understatement, but yeah.
Cannot say that I am pleased to see you again, but I am not surprised that you were invited.
I'm happy you are well.
No hard feelings. You want some cheese?
Do try to not eat us out of house and home.
Well, this isn't your house, so I don't think.
Shut up! Shut up!
Yes, I suppose that's true for another 7 days.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, did y'all catch that?
Oh, I'm sorry. She leans down and puts a hand on Venris's shoulder. I forgot that you're a little slow. You see, Magnus and I are getting married.
Oh my god.
Oh, what?
Oh. Enjoy the meal, gentlemen. And she smiles and walks off.
I take a sip from my drink and I go, this is exactly how I envisioned this going
Why
down.
didn't you tell me that this was happening?
You see Venus almost cast a spell, but then hold back in the end.
Wait a minute.
If I
When's
had
the wedding?
told you, would anything have changed?
I would have
Uh,
made a more
maybe.
snarkier remark.
No, you wouldn't have.
That's right.
Maybe I'm just a little behind here, but what the fuck is going on?
You want the long version or the short?
Just tell me the way I'll understand.
Bloodbane's okay. That's Lady Bloodbane, her husband.
That the
Tried-
fuck are you cut in half?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm gonna wave the turkey bow and be like, you know what? I think I'm putting it all together here. You're all friends with Magnus. You liked
Yep.
her. You killed her husband. She marries him. All right,
Yeah.
I understand now. I think I get
The ultimate wingmen?
it.
I'm honestly surprised someone wanted to marry her twice. Pretty impressive.
Well, unfortunately,
I feel
Having-
like we need to stop this.
no, we are not doing that. No,
Why is she bad?
she's not bad. Although she has a very valid vendetta against us.
Can I make like some sort of roll, like why if they have like anything to gain from this marriage apart from just love itself?
Influence,
Sure.
power, like
Kind
shit.
of just love.
Go ahead and give me let's go with a history roll. Why not?
Sure. God damn it. 2 plus 9, 11.
I don't know, maybe they're both just kind of getting old and feel their biological clocks ticking. You know, remember Lady Bloodlane didn't have a child of her own.
Oh, that's right, she didn't.
Oh man.
So
Well,
you
I can
think
never come back to Tim's hold again.
But we have yet to meet my father, or my
Oh, no.
father, as I quote unquote.
Oh yeah, he told you that he would arrive later in the week to the wedding. He did not feel like participating in 7 days of gluttony.
What about the rest of my relatives? Are they here or no?
Not the whole clan. But you know, your mom's gonna come, and
Okay. Ain't too bad.
you know, you don't know if Bank's around. You haven't known if
Still?
Bank's around for 2 years.
What about Dante?
Oh, Dante's definitely gonna come.
Yeah.
He said he'd arrive later tonight.
Yeah.
You've been waiting for this NPC to be introduced for a long time.
Yeah.
So I can imagine just Venris as we're continuing conversation, he's just slowly getting more excited, like a 16-year-old boy.
Yeah, like
Keep
this.
it up to himself.
Clan. God damn it, Lancifer. Clan or clan.
Good God. Okay,
So-
so
So you guys have you're kind of then left to enjoy your meal and catch up for the rest of the evening. I'm not sure if anybody feels they have anything important that they want to tell each other because it's been a while.
I made you an anime chest by Chira, but
God,
Yeah.
I'm just being showered with gifts.
Yeah, Cargan's got like a rucksack just like clanking around like with him. 'cause
He's the
it's like,
Oprah Winfrey of this party.
look under your seats.
There's
Make,
nothing in
did
that
you-
bag for
I-
me.
I get really close, Cargan. Did you armor for the little guy?
working on it. It's a little bit harder to find the armor. Nathaniel doesn't have hammers that small, so we'll have to workshop that a little bit.
So I'm sorry, Andolus, where exactly have you been for the last 10 years?
Oh, I didn't tell you. I've been traveling. The Circle is very concerned with the state of the world, especially with the releasing of the gods, you've called them. Things have been changing, and not necessarily for the better.
Yes, but the one thing that has been for the better is I'm officially dating a god. You might recognize her as Kerstaz. We've been going steady for about a good 2 years.
Christ.
Oh, so you're bound to that thing, are you?
I may have fallen out of my chair laughing.
It's a half and half relationship. It's a give and take.
I mean, you give your soul, then
You-
she takes it.
At the moment that you say that there's give and take, you feel like this very chill go up the back of your neck, Venris, and like these words just echo in your mind. You belong.
You know what? You cut out, but I knew what you said there.
We all know. We all know. Yeah, we all know. We all know.
Ooh, I love it when she says that to me.
What?
Then I learned that Venris is a sub. No.
Makes complete sense. Andalus, I'm confused. Do you guys not recognize the gods as actual? What's the story there?
The gods, as you call them, are just one force that acts on this world. Really more troublesome than anything else. The earth itself, that is the god. They are mere playthings. Children, if you will.
So question for you. As a druid, when nature calls, does nature actually call?
Oh, occasionally.
God damn it.
Sometimes we chat about the weather. Is that what you mean?
Not
Wait.
quite, but a satisfying answer. Thank you.
Nature calls to talk about itself? That seems pretty self-centered.
If a tree falls,
Have you met nature? It's very self-centered.
So yeah, you guys pass more of the evening with idle talk. You get to know Andalus and Futnug a little bit more. You know, surprisingly, none of you really ask each other that much what you've been up to for the past 2 years. I don't know. And the evening starts kind of winding to a
Wait,
close.
hold on. Venus,
Yes?
what have you been doing for the past 2 years?
If I could throw something at you right now, Cargan, I would.
I'm so glad you asked. You know, after after the recent events of the traumatic incident with Lumalia and Tabitha, I decided to look in myself and I need to do some good in the world. So
you fixed Lumalia?
Not necessarily. I gave my notes to some other high mages, and they're working on the solution. I, however, decided to take up the cloak and decide to join a hospital and help out the sick.
Of course you have.
Is this? Can I tell if this is bullshit or not?
Insight roll.
Yep.
Can we all do this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There, let me roll my
Fucking
deception.
I have
then.
a sense of unbelieving.
happening.
I only have a +5.
I'm gonna
with this.
believe him because I don't know.
You shouldn't.
I choose willful ignorance.
I got a 17.
I rolled a 7.
Wait, what is this? Is insight?
Yeah.
I got it a 19.
I got a 17.
So, anyone that got above a 17 can tell that he's not lying about working at the hospital, but he's lying about why.
I'm pretty sure we all fucking know why you're working at a hospital.
Well, okay. My skills as a necromancy needs to improve in some form, and you've only seen the bad side of necromancy, okay? There's ways to help the sick and the almost dead.
I would love for you to explain to me how there's a good form of necromancy.
Andalus agrees and is making his not impressed face.
Can you demonstrate for the stream what you're not impressed with?
Yeah.
That was everything I wanted it to be and more.
It's like the Judge Dredd cowl.
Basically, what my job entailed was making sure some important corpses stayed preserved over time, and made sure some of the bodies didn't decay as fast as they should have.
There you go.
But yeah, I've been helping out. Look, it's a new me, everyone, as my Venuses all start clapping.
Yes, a new you indeed.
So it's nearing, evening time at this point, and you've all had quite a bit to eat and drink if you choose. And when actually you're about winding up the meal, when a well-dressed, simple-looking man kind of steps up to you and says, "Pardon, sirs and madam. But I have been sent because I have been sent for you. You have been summoned to a meeting."
Oh, cool.
All of us?
Yes. I was
Who-
told that I should seek out the young Master Long Arrow and his companions.
Uh-oh.
Very
Well-
well.
I hope this isn't the hospital with the bill, Veners.
Well, guys, let's just say I'm sorry.
Wait, why? What? Oh.
Come on, let's go.
If you would all not mind accompanying me,
Yeah, sure, let's go.
lead
I'm
you.
sure nothing will go wrong.
Me too. You want me to come too?
Yes,
was-
please.
I was specifically instructed
Okay.
for the young Master Long Arrow and his companions. I do believe that I told that they believed there would be 5, and I do count 5 of you.
Okay.
All right.
Then no.
Fair enough.
So this young man
Numbers check out.
leads you outside, into the streets of Timshold. Timshold at night is a gorgeous thing. This city is just filled with very unique architectures all over the place. There's not really a theme here. So many large and wealthy magical families all have their estates littered throughout, and because of that, they all try to have their own unique aesthetic. And at night, the streets are lit up by dancing lights and like floating magical illusions of like luminescent dragons and such. It basically every night in Timshold kind of looks like Chinese New Year.
Oh.
With all the commotion, I'm just gonna keep an eye out just to make sure nothing strange is happening around us. No one watching us or anything like that. Being new to Tim's Hold and the soldier background, kind of, always a little wary.
I mean, there's while there's all these lights and stuff going on, there's not really like an extra amount of people. going about or anything. It seems like a pretty quiet night. And he leads you down the street a little bit, and at the end of the street, you see that there is a carriage, like a large, fairly round. My God, your typing is loud.
You're the loudest typer that's ever lived.
God damn it! I muted my mic.
You type
Oh.
louder than Adam, and that's saying something.
I can't change what I am. See, also, you made me this way.
I did no such thing. Anyways, leads down the street where there is this large, white, roundish carriage being pulled by two bronze horses.
Actual bronze or bronze colored?
Bronze, actually made of bronze.
Okay.
Their
But this-
eyes are glowing like a pale blue, and one of them like even like paws at the ground and like steam snorts out of its nostrils, and it looks at you.
I kind of just nudged here. I'm like, oh, so this is what keeping up with the Joneses looks like when you deal with magic.
Oh, but I mean, we do have our own beautiful little beast right here.
True.
Fuck. I figured out a unique voice for him besides the fact that he's, really crude and insulting. So he opens the carriage door and gestures for you guys to enter.
Shall enter the carriage.
Who's
Big
going
enough
in?
to fit all of us?
Who's going in first?
I'll
I'll-
go in first.
I'll follow my
Okay.
brother.
Wait
Cheery,
till
you
everyone's
take-
comfortable and going last.
You take a step in. There's like a cloth hanging there, like parting a curtain. And as you step through, it looks a little bit larger than you imagined, but nothing like crazy. It's very round and seated with like you're entering the door, and then there's on the sides because it almost is a perfect circle of like bench seating that just curves all around the end. And sitting on the right side in the midst, a familiar-looking, well-dressed gentleman with dark hair down to his shoulders, wearing very fine black and purple robes and holding
Arrow.
a cane in front of him. You do recognize the Lord Roy Long Arrow.
I just
Don't.
give a little nod of my head.
Don't.
He smiles politely at you as the rest of you all filter in. You see this man. He looks very calm, collected, and control, well put together. Like he wears wealth like a suit instead of having an extravagant amount of clothes or jewelry. It's just in the way that he carries himself that seems to just give off an air of importance and entitlement and wealth. As he sits there and goes, "Gentlemen, lady, if you would mind having a seat." Son.
Me and my 4 Venuses sit down.
He gestures specifically to you. Would you mind leaving the undead outside?
They'll stay with me as I have
Thank
them
you.
all enter my robe.
Okay.
These scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
That never stops being creepy.
Oh wait, this will help me.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh no. If he brings out the wig, I'm gonna be really. Oh.
Sorry, I'm just how I picture him sitting there with his cane. So actually having a prop just had to. I see there are different among you this time, son. With new companions.
Yeah, they're the new recruits of the TFAPs, as I like to think of them as.
I can't just make assumptions like that, Venris.
It's a work in progress.
Is Fenris. I hope it doesn't relate to your new art.
Hardly no. The name is just innocent in nature. I assure you.
Well, very well. I heard that you were going to be in town for this garish affair of a wedding.
I chuckle. Oh.
And it seemed almost serendipitous as I could use your help with something.
What plot do you want us to get involved with this time?
Nothing quite so. I would not attempt to involve you in complex mechanisms that would go well above your head, Kira.
Well, to be fair, I got to put this on the table right off the bat. Mom already said that we're not allowed to crash this wedding, so if that's the plan, then we can't.
You were invited to the wedding. I do not believe that you attending it would crash it, but no. What I seek from you lies outside of the wedding.
Ooh.
And there's aid that I need, and I need it to be done by capable, preferably discreet hands.
Then why did you call us?
Because at very least, if you are too loud, I can disavow knowledge of being involved.
So it's the whole, why would I hire these guys? That would be the stupidest thing I would have ever done line.
I do always forget that you are the smart one.
I just stay silent through this entire
Every
conversation.
compliment is actually 2 insults.
God damn it.
All right, so
But what I would suggest you is nothing illegal and nothing even truly unethical. Just something that is perhaps not socially polite.
What do you want?
Well, recently, a neighboring family of wealth and prestige met with where it's experimenting with some magic, and suffice to say, it did not go well, and now their entire household is overrun with odd creatures and whatnot that you can imagine that could come from a magical mishap. The reason that I have interest in because all living heirs of the family were inside and from all reports have been wiped out. I wish for you to clear it out for me so that I may absorb it into my estate.
And what do we exactly get for this, Father?
Well, of course, I will pay you, and you will have, what is it that they say, dibs on things you may find inside? I believe that is what the peasants say. Yes, dibs.
What the youngsters are calling it these days.
I am well aware of the proclivities of the youthful nobility and those in the with how, but regardless,
Seem to have a great grasp of what you're trying to say right now.
I constantly struggle to bring words down to a monosyllabic level for you.
It's like you're being passive and aggressive at the same time.
I love playing Roy. It's so much fun.
it's almost like it's an art form to him.
I get to channel my most inner obnoxious asshole when playing this character.
And every other character you play.
Oh, fuck you.
And only you and us really know about this scheme of yours at the moment, yes?
If you could dare call it a scheme, this is just more of I want it cleared out so that I may, work my own mechanisms at putting me at the top of the line for taking over this estate. What I simply need from you is to do some heavy lifting, and I will more than gladly compensate you well.
I can't help but feel I'm drawing some parallels between this wedding and this opportunistic grab of land.
So whose house is this?
Oh, nobody of importance. They're all dead now.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Oh, that's fine.
Are you
Well, if
sure
you
that
put it
People
that
don't
way.
own things anyway. That's silly.
You can, a lot of the public's eye is currently upon this wedding for the next 7 days. So it would be rather easy for you to do this in a fairly unnoticed manner without drawing much attention to it. So if you
Yeah,
can
right.
complete this for me within the next 5 days, I'll reward you quite well.
Are you sure that we wouldn't be breaking and entering and getting into any kind of trouble? I don't want to risk my reputation,
No, my good sir, you see, I am on the Council of Magical Enforcement upon the city, and I will simply make sure that you have all of the paperwork necessary for going in as I guess you could say contracted exterminators.
So we get to do what we usually do, but legally.
Hopefully with a little less burning and large-scale catastrophe.
So-
and inciting of rioting. And killing of nobility. And I could go on with the proclivities of your actions, but let's just say that you know very well for yourself.
I hear like you're making a lot of implications of things we were never charged with, but hey, we'll clear out the bullshit for you.
I hear a whole lot of things about alleged actions that occurred.
I do not know what you speak of. I know nothing about how one's actions could be alleged but never brought into the light of a court.
I feel like I'm getting
Alright.
in with a bad crowd.
And you're sure that you just want the estate, not the things that we slay after. The souls, maybe.
What? That's a really pointed question. Why would you need souls, Venris?
No, I'm asking my father specifically.
I care not what you do with the creatures that are inside and their nature. That is not what I wish. That is not what I am after.
I'm making an insight check on that bullshit.
Do it.
Natural one. All right. Never mind.
I mean, your dad
never
would lie
believed
to
him.
you about a lot of things, but
Perfect.
business, never.
All right.
All right.
I'm in.
You head to the estate, clear out the monsters, and that's all we have to do?
Clear it out to make sure that it is safe and easy for me to occupy. Like I said, I do not know what shape things are in there. I assume that there is much damage already done and many things broken or lost, but you may help yourselves to the first picks of finding there, whatever you may carry out.
Again, drawing a lot of parallels between this operation and the wedding. But yeah.
And if you perform this for me, I will pay the group of you a sum of 50,000 gold.
Whew.
Wait.
Whew.
So what kind of monsters are there?
I'm not 100% certain, to be honest with you. I've heard varying different reports.
I can
They're just
figure
hanging out
that
in his
out
house?
later.
Well, they were, as most people here, experimenting with various forms of pushing the boundaries of magic and learning what they can do. What exactly they were experimenting on, I don't really know, and not really my concern. But I know that the company that you seem to have found yourself with are quite capable in the form of the arts of violence.
What if we just open up the doors and windows and say, shoo, get out?
I believe that I at least heard at least one thing is too large to fit through the doors and windows. But again, I believe that the reward that I have promised is sufficient for me to consider this your problem and not mine. I pay well, so I expect good service in return.
We will make sure there are no monsters on the land when we leave.
Yes, it will be done,
Can we have some
Father.
of that up front to prepare ourselves?
Make a
Oh my god, that's the
diplomacy roll.
smartest fucking thing that's done in the entire campaign.
What roll?
A persuasion roll.
Persuasion, -1. Whoop, 0.
Well, there it is.
Oh,
He lowers
oh,
the amount.
no.
So it was like, how about giving us money up front, huh? Huh? And he's
Yeah.
just like,
He
I'll
robs
work up the
us.
courage by drinking a lot, so give me money.
no, I do not pay for anything but services rendered.
All right. Any other business with us? Or can we begin?
May begin when you see fit. One moment, and he kind of snaps his fingers, and like a parchment appears and rolls out.
Oh, God.
This is the contract, going over everything that we have just stated. You may peruse it if you wish.
Yeah,
and
I'm inspecting this for sure. I'm making sure there's nothing like sketchy about this contract.
Give me an intelligence roll.
I'd like
Grade
to do
up
the same.
intel.
Ooh, 18 plus 5, 23.
No, it's literally everything that he said, with a clause that in the event of any foiling that can be considered a public catastrophe, he gets the entire contract is void and all ties will be publicly severed. Vow of any knowledge or information. And the legal permits that you will be lent to enter this home will be immediately revoked.
All right, guys, contract's legit. Nothing shady over here. Give him a thumbs up.
Let me see that.
I give it to him.
Hit it with my 9.
There's sounds pretty straight up. There's a lot of words that are a bit bigger than you're used to reading. Not that you're a dumb man, but when it keeps saying as the party referred to as herein thereof, you're kind of like, wait, what?
All right, looks good.
It's a long story, fun nuts.
Oh, roll credits.
Where's credit?
Bargain, take a look at this contract.
I slowly grab the contract, looked at Shira, and I look at the contract.
Give me an intelligence roll.
God damn it.
Don't be surprised nobody trusts you.
I know.
God damn it. Yeah, very much exactly what Buttnug says. Like, it looks straightforward, but it's in all legalese, so you could be wrong.
Andalis, how you're well spoken. Or not? Oh my god, everybody's wrong.
Not me.
So you're all like passing around the contract and
I
everyone
guess
kind of
I
looks
guess you
at
should be
it.
asking, are you guys actually interested in doing this? I can understand if you're not, because like monsters and stuff.
Thought we were retired.
We have to do it right away.
We are never retired.
Within the next 5 days.
I mean, it
There's a
doesn't
lot
sound
of
like
money.
the greatest thing that I could do, but I guess I need some entertainment.
I mean, to be fair, these creatures are misshapen monstrosities. I mean, that's any sort of abomination of nature is worth to be studied, no?
That's true, and who knows, they may have secrets unlocked about your godlings, as you call them.
I mean, the proof's in the pudding. I kind of raised my hand right there. But we'll get to that at another time. All right. Mr. Sir Long Arrow, I guess we'll do this.
Since gestures with a quill, then sign, please.
I sign my name on parchment.
Did you mute your
Beautiful
mic, Shira?
calligraphy.
Because we didn't hear you.
I signed
This
Buttnug.
is a giant mistake.
Oh,
Is that
it
how
probably
you
is.
sign it? Because that's kind of impressive that you acknowledge your existence.
30 episodes or 30 sessions online, this is going to bite us in the butt. Just saying this right now.
When I'm done signing, I'm gonna hand the quill over to the little rat guy.
Yes. Yes.
Fuck
He
yeah!
may have stage 4 cancer, but he can still sign.
No. Garrick hops down and takes the like holds it over his shoulder like a javelin almost, and just scrawls his little name on the parchment.
I grab the pen while he's still holding onto it and write my own name.
He, I don't know if a rat is physically capable of giving you the finger, but he certainly does his best.
I mean, I think he can.
This weird little splinter
He can.
claw.
I don't really think he can, but if he puts his little fist up in a weird way, I definitely will get the memo.
Get the gesture.
He shakes
Yeah.
his fist at you.
Understand the gesture.
I just pat him on the head, and I stuff a big thing of cheese in his mouth.
He glares at you, takes the cheese, climbs back up onto your shoulder and into your hood. Bumbling the whole time. Motherfucker. Goddamn. Very well. Then, as you guys sign, he hands you a small folded up map and says, "This will lead you to the residence in question. I will leave you to the rest." And Look forward to hearing your reports of success or the finding of your corpses in a dramatic failure in these parks. You may go now.
Cool. All right, let's go, guys.
I just look at my dad and just say, I'm going to live forever, just so you know. And I walk out.
You're not my real dad.
I'm gonna live forever. The greatest angsty thing in the world. I'm gonna live forever, Dad. I'll show you.
What a rebellious kid.
As Venrus is the last one to leave the carriage, he turns back and goes, "You know what, Dad? I'm gonna live forever." And Simple Plan starts playing as he just storms out of the.
Don't wanna be a bad
My
mother,
life is a
idiot.
nightmare.
As he dramatically exits the carriage, and then you guys leave, and the carriage, the bronze horses flare up and move away.
Oh,
What
thank
is
God.
that, by the
Oh,
way?
What do you mean by live forever?
I thought we established this years ago. I'm trying to find immortality.
I take it the past 2 years were fruitful.
That's new to us.
No, I've told you guys this.
Have you?
Yes, I have actually.
Yeah, he's expressed that he's trying to find
Many
a way to
times.
be immortal, but without becoming a complete piece of shit.
Whatever. I forgot. Okay. Well,
Oh, thank God. And I suck out 4 of my controlled zombies that I have.
Pop, pop.
Oh,
okay. So, Vendors, make sure your dad's not spying on us. You would please.
I'm a.
You mean,
I'm
like,
gonna
right
leave
now?
This one up to you lads. This is a bit more adventure than I'm looking to get into.
Oh yeah.
You really don't want to come along?
I've already had enough brush with death.
Well, as I will say before, I'm sorry about what I tried to do to you before, but we all are forgiven?
It's all water under the bridge as she punches you in the face.
I take 5 points of damage.
I didn't even roll. I
And die.
just assumed.
To be fair, Lashak, I think the phrase should be "It's all water through the waist" at this point.
Oh.
I give.
And with that, she turns, gives Kargan a hug, a kiss on the cheek, and a slap on the ass,
Ooh.
and says, "I'm gonna go enjoy all the free food in the fancy room. You know where to find me." Winks and walks off.
After
But
what
when's the actual
Kargan.
wedding?
Guys, we need to do this as quickly as possible.
Before the wedding?
Oh boy.
Oh.
No, after what Kargan told me, I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts right now.
Okay.
And what I'm trying to find in and of itself is trying to find Bank's thoughts, around us, to see if I can know where he is.
Any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you.
No, it says somewhere down here that you can search a 30-foot area. You can also use this spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures that you can't see. When you cast a spell,
Oh.
yeah, search the thoughts in 30 feet of you.
So you're looking around, trying to detect the thoughts. Currently, within 30 feet, there's, Wer'e, Garrick the rat, Kargan, Andolus, Futnug. And just leaving the 30-foot radius was Trisan before you could scan her surface thoughts.
We all know what those were.
And you do detect another intelligent creature about within 30 feet of here that you're not currently seeing.
God damn it. I just give Kargan a little wink and say, nope, there's nobody here. We're good.
All right.
Oh.
In her innuendo and Vendors' wink, I'm thinking Kargan's a pretty hot item right now.
I mean, he is the most arguably probably the prettiest member of the
He's
group.
the most eligible bachelor
Well,
in the TFAP.
What are the thoughts of the invisible creature? Because
Does it get a saving throw?
the saving throw, I can hear the detect the what he's thinking right now for free. But if I want to delve deeper, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Like yeah.
What you hear when the thoughts.
You're not
drink.
Cutting out, big boy.
yeah.
God damn it!
You gotta lower your sound gate.
Sorry. Yeah, I was speaking low. What you hear in the surface thoughts is, "Oh, I shouldn't have drinking so much."
Delving deeper.
Delving deeper, he says. All right.
Wisdom
Alright.
save DC is 17. Yeah.
Delving deeper into this thought, you basically is like, "Oh, I can't believe I'm laying here in this barrel, puking my guts out. Why did I drink so much? Why did I bet all my clothes?
That's
Why?
sad.
How am I gonna get home? Oh God, I'm covered in my own vomit."
Okay.
And
Never-
you think you hear this, and you look over to your left, and against this wall is a rain barrel. About 20 feet,
21-year-old
about
me is in
20
that rain barrel.
20 feet away against a building is a rain barrel.
All right. Don't worry, Kargan. No one's within us that's noteworthy, at least.
Okay. Well,
Oh no.
Just gonna
Let's-
ignore him.
That's fine.
what time is it? Like daytime or nighttime right now?
It's nighttime. It is.
Oh, right,
It,
right.
it is dark outside. Like the sun is completely down. The moon is high in the sky.
Okay.
Wait. Oh fuck. Bank's not an undead, is he?
No.
He's an elemental, if I am
Damn it.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. I can track like. I have really good chance at tracking Fey fiends and undead.
Well, the last
that I've
time we
never
all
had the
saw
ability to
him
use.
was when you guys all teleported us and almost killed me. After that,
No, you were fine. I wasn't gonna let you die.
yeah, after that, we don't know where Bank went after that.
Are any of you currently wearing the pendant that Suriel gave you?
Who was
Three
the
of the
champion of
three of you.
Serial?
Yeah, I wouldn't have taken
That
it
would have been
off.
Nathaniel.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm probably wearing that shit.
Okay.
Wait, we got a
it-
pendant?
Yeah, we all
She
got
gave
one.
one to all of the people that were present.
Oh, didn't that pendant keep us from like having our thoughts peered into or something like that? I forgot what that pendant did.
It was protecting you from forced intrusion from your extra dimensional pen pals.
Oh. Yes, I would-
Then
I would
fuck that.
definitely
I
wear
would-
that then.
I would not.
I
I would
would-
keep that bitch off. I'm so interested in that.
Yeah, my bad. I thought that was different. Yeah, no, I've got it with me, but I'm not wearing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It feels slightly warm, not like hot, but like comfortably warm in your packer pocket. Like you're just kind of aware of it. As you looking up at the sky, you see that the moon, the symbol of Suriel, is full in the sky tonight.
Oh boy.
But
Huh.
it's a nice evening. It is, at this point, mid-spring. Cool night. The 5 of you plus 1 rat are standing there.
Can I send a message to my pen pal, please?
You can attempt to.
Oh boy.
Long time no see, sexy baby. What's up?
Give me a wisdom roll. Straight out of wisdom.
Straight out of wisdom. Can I get a 16?
Hallelujah.
Sorry, 15. I forgot wisdom's -1.
Immediately actually hear back kind of, you're just doing it with your, like, saying out loud or in your head or what?
using the spell sending.
Oh, okay. What is that noise? you immediately get back from the sending. Can't speak. They're watching me.
That's not foreboding at all.
Is this something we can see?
No.
No.
So we're all
You
just
saw
standing
him.
here?
You saw him cast a spell. Like he looked up at the moon and went like, and then
Observe.
sat there for a moment and looked perturbed.
So what are we doing, guys?
Well, we have to clear this place as fast as possible. Quick.
Wait, when's the wedding?
Shoot.
Tomorrow?
It's in 6 days.
Here,
Fuck the wedding.
wedding's-
There's more important things to
In
say
6
right
days?
now.
I grabbed
Yeah,
Shira by
this
the
is
shoulder and go,
5 days.
Shira, the wedding's in 7 days. We're not leaving right this second. We're probably going to sleep tonight in bed.
I don't know how much sleeping I'll be doing.
It's fine. We're probably not going to be fighting monsters anyway. How far out is this place anyway?
I mean, Timsalt's a pretty large city.
I look
Looking
at
at
the map.
looking at the map, you guesstimate. You've not really walked around the city that much, but you think maybe an hour. Like it's on it's on like kind of the far end of the city, so you think maybe it might take you an hour to walk there.
Andalus, you want to do a little bit of scouting? You want to take a look at this place and see if we can't pry any knowledge from its contents?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Want the person who actually knows about Tim's Hold to come with?
As long as your bony things don't touch me, I think we'll be fine.
Fair enough. Footnote, you want to come along?
Sure.
All right. Chira, you look a little pale, my friend. You should probably get some rest.
I just mouth thank
Wait.
you and I go back to the party.
Oh.
So weird. He looks like that every time she slaps him on the ass. I think he has some sort of ailment.
Very foreboding.
It's like she casts inflict wounds or something. No.
Weird. As he's running away, I go, "Don't forget your mutagens."
Very helpful for a young warrior.
The morning after, Jen?
Oh.
What are you, a blood what?
So, yeah, so they're talking about scouting. The two half elves are talking very subtly at one another, and one of them just runs off. These are some weird folks, Nug. But apparently the elf and the young human lad are going to go scout out this place.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll go with.
We're good.
Make sure they don't get into trouble.
Yeah, I figure it's best to take a quick look and then not try and go in there at night, but it'd be good to get some information before we go to bed.
How do we know where it
Yeah.
is? Did he give us a map?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
have a map. We have a map and we have somebody who claims to be familiar with the town.
Well, I was only really in one part of this town for like 6 years of my life, so I should
That's-
know my way.
Why I use the word claimed. All right, Venris, lead the way.
Sure.
All right. So you start Linda there across town, and you know some areas that there are in faster transportation that can be taken than just walking. Spots like, for lack of like pretty much where you like a fixed moving magic carpets that go across the city at specific times. Their form of public transit is stuff like that.
Hmm.
And you know, of course, as long as you are good enough to use them. So you kind of guide them over to one of those spots, and they're able to cut the whole trip down to about 20 minutes because it literally is just flying over ahead and get there. As you're all ushered onto a very plain but large magic carpet that flies you across town.
How much does it cost, or does Andalus have a metrosexual card?
It doesn't cost you anything. Venris is able to like basically flash his nobility, and it gets you access. It's not a money
Nice.
thing; it's a prestige thing.
So this prestige got us the basic bitch carpet.
I mean,
Awesome.
The basic bitch package.
the basic.
Turn on special.
So as you guys, are going across there, and you get the eagle eye view of the town, so to speak.
I can show you the world.
A whole new campaign.
Season 2, baby.
Oh God,
We're
no.
fighting once again, friend and friend.
Push
Oh.
the boundaries of acceptable.
A whole new role.
Casting message while Cheers having sex. Throwing his game off all night while his rat watches. His campaign's off to a horrible start tonight. I forgot about that rat. Oh.
I was gonna wait until about an hour of in-game time passed, and I was gonna bring up the rat.
Oh boy.
Oh.
So yeah, you guys follow there and get you to the area, and from there you follow the rest, and lo and behold, there is this large estate behind a big, impressive-looking hedge fence. Like, you see no real immediate direct entrance, except for there's a part where the hedge where it's cut into the shape of two large, like, soldiers with pikes in their hands. Beyond the hedge is a large yard with a marble walkway and pools on each side. And back is a very large, magnificent-looking building lit up by magical lights. Seems to be formed in the shape of like a large red pyramid. Like the stone is like, I'm trying to think of what red I want to best use to describe it. Kind of like the red you see in a sunset. And it's not like glowing as much as it's kind of like illuminated. But as you look a little closer at it, you can see that there are parts of it that look a little bit broken, like chips and such. The doors at the entrance there are like knocked completely off their hinges. You do actually see a few bodies out there, and you notice that around that there are uniformed individuals all around the perimeter of the outside the fence, not letting people get too close.
Is it the town guard?
They don't seem to be wearing armor, but they are wearing uniforms, and they each are carrying a staff in their hand. So they do appear to be kind of like mages, but they are wearing like a uniform that does have the Tim's Hold sigil on it. So it'd be easy to assume these are some form of magical guards.
Okay.
Wait, so are they people or are they magical incantations?
They're people.
Okay.
Could I do a perception check on like the entrance and kind of the way the guards are carrying themselves?
Absolutely. Perception away.
Percept.
Oh.
One.
Look at that. So the guards look, I almost want to say strained, for the lack of better words, as if they're concentrating on something. Sorry, I just looked at the fan art of Buttnug with the rat, and it's glorious.
Oh yeah.
It's already
It's already
It's
fan
on
art.
Twitter. Yeah,
That
of
was
course.
fast.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Lance, it's fucking glorious. That is
Gotta share that with
jaw
me.
for days. Jaw for days. They just tweeted it at at T-Force RPG.
Oh.
It's freaking glorious, and the rat looks so perfect. Oh, Leftino, you're amazing. So the guards look like they're concentrating on something, like perhaps some sort of like spell. They're not so much looking at attention as if they're looking as focused. and they are all spread out as you look in a uniform distance from each other.
Interesting.
Andalus, what do your Elvis eyes see with your condescending tone?
It was only a matter of time.
They all seem to be uncomfortable almost. Like they're posted up, but they don't seem like they necessarily even know what they're doing. They're just here.
I have a feeling that they're casting some sort of barrier around the house to contain whatever is inside.
Do you know that, or are you attempting to just assume that?
It's a big assumption, but if you want to go up there, go ahead.
Aren't you like the super cool wizard guy who knows a lot about spells and blah?
Okay, does it look like that they're actually like concentrating on a spell, like chanting shit, or Lashak?
Yes, it does. Like they're not
Okay,
chanting,
yeah,
but
I
it does
figured.
look like they're concentrating.
Yeah, I'm 90% sure there's a barrier holding the monsters in. What if there are monsters?
Oh.
Said they're keeping people from getting too close. Are they interacting?
Only if people walk too close.
Wanna
But
walk too
there's not a excuse me, sir.
Yes.
We should not let you get any closer. There's been an incident, and until it has been handled, it is not safe for people to get closer to this estate.
Oh, do I have a
Funny you should
document with the legal, document saying I can go in and clear it out
Okay, I
that
see.
I asked for?
The contract?
Here.
He-
Did he give us a document?
yeah, he basically gave
Okay,
you.
he did.
He goes,
Okay.
oh, I see.
How's this?
You've been very well. You may enter. Best of luck to you if you wish.
Well,
I just want to scout it for now.
Nods. And I'll leave you
Alright,
to
guys.
your. Yeah, leave me to your business. To my business. I'll leave you to yours. And he nods respectfully to you.
Okay. You guys want to check it out?
we could.
Don't want to enter it just yet. I
No,
don't have.
not the pyramid, just the grounds.
Do you
he?
suspect something?
I just don't want to enter anywhere near the barrier without Shira. That's all.
Okay. Well, they know us now, so
Tell me, sir, what you're concentrating on, is there any way where I can peer into the house without you guys interfering?
I'm afraid that we're currently blocking most forms of magical scrying
Yep,
and
figured.
other such summoning and teleportation.
All right.
I kind of just slide it up. It's like, oh, so what exactly happened here? Like, this looks like a pretty big deal considering how beautiful the city is.
It's bound to happen as we continue as our city's belief in continual progress in the fields of magical study. Occasionally there are hiccups along the way, and sometimes they are worse than others.
Were you guys able to like recover anybody from this building at all? Like,
We have not gone in or attempted to go in. We immediately followed the protocol, which is to seal it off from any other outside influence until selected individuals can go in. Our first priority is always containment.
And I assume that this containment's not going to come down for any reason. Will that inhibit us in terms of actually completing our mission? We have a few spellcasters here.
Will not impede your use of magic while inside. It will merely prevent the passage of magic from the inside to the out or outside in.
That is good to know.
No scrying, no sending, no teleporting.
So it's a perversion then.
We only assume.
Like a magical condom keeping all the bad stuff in.
And what are the spermicide?
Again, I'm drawing parallels to tonight to everything else. This is so weird.
Yes, I am a contraceptimancer.
How necromantic.
Oh, it's even better having to claw around than I expected.
No, it's gonna be great. All right, well, should probably head back. We'll be back in the morning. We're gonna bring our other set of muscles. Hopefully, we'll be able to get this cleared out lickety split.
He nods respectfully. Meanwhile,
It's
we
an
will hold our
hour
post.
away. Is there a closer inn here? Something that maybe stay at?
There are definitely other inns that could be found. You guys were not staying at an inn. You were staying at the guest house of
Oh wait, how long was it on the magic carpet ride?
Like 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, never mind.
Super easy trip. I'm more curious, is there anything else going on around the building? I want to snoop around and see if there's anybody kind of, creeping a boot.
Give me
Creeping a boot.
give me a perception check.
Yeah. I rolled a 7.
No, you don't see anybody else besides these guards, which seem to have formed like a pretty much complete, ring around the area.
All right.
I'm just gonna scout the perimeter before we head out, if you guys don't mind. I just want to check the perimeter, make sure they're fully spaced all the way around the perimeter, doing their little magical thing, and if there's any other places that something could have escaped, or anyone checking it out from the back end. Is a pretty big place, right?
I'll lean back on the nearest building. Go suit yourself. I just did it. I didn't see anything.
All right. Give
I'm
me
gonna
a
walk the perimeter.
give me a perception check. You walk the perimeter, and the only things that you notice as you walk the full perimeter is that there does appear to only be one entrance to this large red pyramid of a building. That's the front.
Okay.
See no other visible entrance.
Runners, do you know anything about the building?
I don't know. Do I?
Give me a history.
Oh, God.
16 plus 9, 25.
Oh yes,
Damn,
you do.
Son.
Yeah, I have high intelligence.
What you know?
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Sound like you have a
Oh,
mouthful
man.
there, Chira. You all right?
What was that?
Sound like you have a mouthful there, Chira. You all right?
Yeah, it's delicious.
Oh, Grand DM, tell me what I know of this beautiful house.
well, you know that this house actually belongs to the, very ancient and prestigious noble line of Greyfollow.
Greyfollow.
There was the family that lived here. But what you know about the Greyfollows is that they very much did everything that they could in their mind. Their motto was purity is power. That was kind of like their coat of arms. And it was highly in ancient times, at least, they were believed to the point of they kept it within the family.
I knew you were
one
gonna
of
say
those
that.
people.
I almost made a joke about it, but I fucking had a feeling it was going there.
That's not the purity I was envisioning.
They were known to be pretty powerful sorcerers. They specialized in I don't want to say blood magic, but magic that is passed through blood, inherent magic, lineage type stuff. Not I am dripping of your blood, but that sort of magic was their
My
thing.
power comes from a bloodline long ancient.
Yeah, bloodline
Pure.
magic. Thank you, bloodline.
Okay,
magic.
so it's not so much like infernal magic. It's just like that type. Okay.
Right. Was kind of their thing. And they were a very long-lived and powerful house that didn't care too much for the politics of the city. They just wanted to be left to do their own thing.
My
A
type of
tree
people.
with no forks will topple eventually.
Damn. Damn. Man, you're saying there really got to the root of the problem.
Yeah, I'll inform the rest of the party about what I know about the house and
I want to hear how Benris describes it.
God damn it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You see,
I was really okay. Yeah. the family, they're known as the Grey Follows. They're kind of known for their boning each other's siblings.
It's cousin fucking magic.
Yeah. Purity is
Man,
power.
Wow.
Purity is
They're-
power and all that junk.
They're Kentucky Mancers.
Okay. Do you think it is within their ability to pull off something this, or be able to unpull off something like this? This seems. I kind of gestured towards the building. I said, "This seems convenient."
They were definitely powerful sorcerers. I can't really get much more information unless we enter in there by tomorrow. So.
Well, all right, vendors. I'm gonna level with you. I think your dad's gonna screw us over.
Oh, I think so too.
What?
Oh my god, we're having the biggest
What does that
moment
mean?
in the history of the game.
The Fenris's father, like, let me put it this way. We have a contract.
Hmm.
I'm going to bet $15 gold that, like, there's a loophole that's going to keep him from paying us. I'm just doing this because I want to figure out what's going on, because I also think something happened there that wasn't within their control. And also, since we can't confirm that any of them are still alive or possibly misshapen horde beasts, my bet dollar is that if we go in there and slay all of the creatures, we might accidentally be inadvertently slaying the residents of the home. So we should probably figure out if they're still alive or not, in whatever form.
I can actually figure that out without us entering the building, but it's a really powerful spell, and I must warn you, if I fail the spell, I might be unable to assist you guys in the coming hours. And Lashak knows what I'm talking about.
I don't
Wait another day.
understand. Do I need to carry you or something? Or...
I'm just saying, if things go wrong when I'm casting this spell, I'm going to be worthless. More worthless in a fight than normal, let's say.
Okay.
But
When you say
I
things-
can figure out information that I normally can't.
Okay, so I'm going to ask this question because, not because I don't trust you, but because we've had this problem before. Is this the sort of thing where, like, you're having, like, literal, like, the sorcerer's equivalent of a Charlie horse, or that you're going to screw up so bad that I'm going to have a voice in my head asking me where they are for the next millennium?
Essentially, I'm asking a higher power, a higher deity. I'm hoping Kerstaz answers when I'm doing this, but let's just say it's just going to affect my mental state for a little while.
Andalus! Hey, buddy.
Hello.
I have a suspicion that the people that are still in that building are still alive. I'll bet maybe disfigured. Is there any way you can find out if that's the case?
There might be something I can do without using this godling's disgusting powers again. Give me a moment. I go to the Encyclopedia Triotica.
Oh,
Um,
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. So we're talking while we're within the bubble of
Yes.
in preventative. So I can scry.
It's not going to work, I'm afraid. They said no scrying, no sending, no
If we're
teleportation.
Inside the bubble?
Inside and outside, I'm afraid.
No, like, things
Nope.
can't peer through the veil. If we're in the bubble, we can scry in the bubble.
Yeah, we can scry in the bubble.
Even then, that's shady.
Well,
Bear in mind that scrying takes time, and while inside the bubble,
yeah.
that could leave you vulnerable.
I think we should, before we do anything inside, we should take a night's rest. We do this tomorrow night or day.
What's
Fair
the name of
enough.
The estate. Who owns the estate? It's the family. Did we find out? Was
The
it written
Grey-
on any?
Yeah, he said the gray follows.
The
Yeah.
Great Falls. Okay. You guys head back kind of the way now. I'm just gonna go hit some local inns and talk to the locals and see if they know anything about the Great Falls. What happened?
Yes.
That's not a
little
terrible
old-fashioned
idea.
sort of thing.
Fun, no, you
I-
do that. I'm going to try to contact the higher deity. I think it's worth the risk.
Oh baby, I can't wait for
Hey,
this.
Oh no.
Yo,
All right.
Futna, can I join you? I don't want to be anywhere near that building where Jira's getting his gray follow on.
Oh my god.
Sure, I might need your eloquence anyway. I'm not much of a talker.
No
Apparently.
worries.
All right.
I think I literally think Kargi just found a new best friend. It's somebody else that's level-headed and sensible.
I'm gonna stay with the long noodle and make sure it doesn't break itself.
Oh yeah, Trump arrow.
Oh,
Damn.
Long
Oh
noodle.
my
Ooh,
god.
I actually felt offended off of that one.
You stop making copies of yourself and tell you how great you are, and then I'll stop calling you Trump arrow.
We're gonna build a skeleton wall.
Grab Kerstos right by the pussy.
no! I was afraid that was coming. So afraid. All right.
Alright, so Andalus is coming with me. I'm gonna probably head back to the place where I was sleeping before I
Okay.
do the ritual.
All right. You guys are going back, and then Futnug and Kargan are going to hit the streets there.
Sure.
And I think that is where we're gonna call the end of this first session here.
Okay.
Because Ballas, this is good. Yeah, no, it's a good time spot. Plus, it's like almost 11, 10:30, whatever. But
Yeah.
good first session. Everything got going quite well.
Oh yeah.
So, for those our faithful Twitch viewers, because freaking Leftino is always with us with the amazing art. Oh, I'm not sure who Beefcakes is, but welcome for viewing us. I don't think I've seen you before. Yeah, we're gonna get this uploaded onto YouTube, and I think that Phil was talking about finding a place to put like the audio rip as well. Like
Probably
maybe
SoundCloud
Yeah, SoundCloud.
is
Okay.
the easiest
Nice.
way.
So that way we can get it for people to download, because we're just looking to have fun, and so we're not, as Phil said in the announcements with Satao about where the podcast is going, we're just looking to play and have some fun and still put this out there for people that want to view it. So we will be back again in a week or two once we figure out if we're going to play again next week or in 2 weeks. So,
Alright.
Sounds good.
Bye.
boy.
peace, Switchling,
Hi, guys.
and it's good to be back.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to It's a Long Story, a part of the Trinity Force podcast group. If you like our show, please leave a 5-star review on iTunes. If you got feedback for us, you can send that at tforcerpg@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at tforcerpg. We go live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv/tforcepodcast. But it doesn't stop there. You can also join our growing community. Send an email at tforcerpg@gmail.com and you can get you in on our Slack group. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta go chest bump Garako.